Hello guys, and welcome to our in-depth tutorial and review of Hive, which is a project management solution which is tailored for teams require a balance between simplicity and advanced functionality. Over the next minutes, we will explore the key features, demonstrate a real-world case example, and provide an honest assessment of the strengths and the disadvantages of using Hives and basically the areas for improvement, okay? Keeping in mind the price of it as well. Now, the first step, of course, is just going to go to Hive, and here you can basically create a free account because the free plan lets you to do a lot of stuff. But if you want to upgrade to something more serious, or if you need more team members, you're going to have to upgrade to a starter or to a team's plan, okay, which is only $12 per month and per user. All right. Upon logging in, you're going to be greeted with a centralized dashboard that is going to offer a comprehensive view of all the active projects. If you click in here, all right. On the navigation panel to the left, you're going to have, besides your project, which are very, very important, you're going to have your calendar here, you're going to have your forms and reports, as well as your email and the apps that you can synchronize into Hive. Creating a project in Hive is actually straightforward. Hive also has the option to generate a project using AI. If you just click onto this button here, you actually need a paid subscription in order to do this, okay? So keep that in mind. You can just describe what you actually want, and Hive is going to try to create it. But the final result is not going to be so good, in my opinion, and you always need to tweak it a little bit, okay? So I recommend that you actually go with a blank project. Let's actually name this Marketing Campaign Q3, for example. Now we can select the project color and the project dates, which are going to be like our deadlines here. You can also assign it to a personal space or to any other space that you have within your organization. You can also, of course, set who is going to be able to access and to edit this workspace, okay, which in my case, I'm just going to set it to everyone, all right? Let's click on next. And here you can also select what is the layout. In my case, I'm just going to make it a list view, but you can select between any of this. All right, let's click on create. And now this is going to depend on the specific layout that you have, but in general, you're going to be able to create actions or tasks if you click on this button here. In my case, I'm just going to create a design session. Okay, cool. And you can assign it to certain people. If you click on this plus icon in here, you can just, check whoever team member you want to assign this to. Okay, you can do this also to multiple people, all right? And if you click on this button here, you can change the status from unstarted to in progress to completed, all right? Depending on what you have. If you also click on the name of the session, on the task, you're going to get access to this menu, which is very complete, and you have further options, such as you can add a specific due date and things like that, okay, as well as a priority level, okay. You can even assign certain notes and attachments so your team members can see it, so your team members can see them and can proceed accordingly. You can also switch to the Gantt chart, and that's going to provide basically like a visual timeline of the project tasks, allowing for easy identifications of overlaps and potential scheduling conflicts. As you can see here, we have 2 deadlines on the same day, okay, which is not good. You can also adjust the task durations, and it's as simple as dragging and dropping, okay? You can just drag this across, and that's going to adjust the duration of your sessions, all right? Similarly, if you just come to the calendar here, you're going to have a complimentary view, and you're going to be offered date-specific overview of upcoming deadlines. Collaboration is just seamless in Hive. Team members can upload documents by coming to the specific task or project and clicking on attachment and upload files or attach from Google Drive, okay, which is amazing. This ensures that all of the relevant material is centralized. You can also use the commenting feature, which is here, to facilitate real-time feedback, streamlining the revision process and enhancing team communication, as you can see here. The time tracking tool allows you and your team members to log hours spent on specific tasks and projects, providing data for resource allocation and future project planning. It's as easy as just coming to this tab here and basically just saying add time, and you can choose your project and click on apply. And then you can just fill each day with the specific hours that you did for them, okay? After your team member or you is done, you can just click on submit here, and you can select the manager that you're going to send this report to. In my case, it's going to be myself. So let's click on submit. And now it's basically going to say approve it or not, depending on if your manager agrees with the hours that you made or not. Lastly, but not least importantly, you have the notes section, which I think works very similar to basically Notion in the sense that you can add different notes if you just click on this button here. And that's going to take you to sort of this template here that works pretty much the same as Notion, okay? You can just add a bunch of notes here. And what I like about it is that you have a centralized tool to add your notes and your timing and everything. To summarize, let's consider the advantages and potential drawbacks of Hive. The pros, in my opinion, is that you have a user-friendly interface that is suitable for teams of varying technical expertise, okay? You don't have to be a pro in order to use this. You also have robust features such as the Gantt chart and the time tracking to enhance project oversight. And you have very effective collaboration and communication tools, all right? I like also the fact that you have a free account, but if you want something more serious or more team members, you're gonna have to upgrade to a paid plan. The cons, in my opinion, is that it might have a little bit of a learning curve for user transitioning from simpler tools. Okay, it also has a bunch of things, so it might be a little bit overwhelming. And yeah, and also the customizations options, they are available, but they're not as wide as they should be, in my opinion. Right, so that's pretty much it, and I hope that you can use this app and let us know how it goes. Thank you so much.